Welcome to all of you all, and today we are in for a very interesting conversation. We have two generations of the McKinney family. We have the gracious Margot, who is the fourth generation, and her nephew Andrew, who is a fifth generation. They together will be talking about exclusive jewelry crafted in the best gemstones from Australia. So thank you, and we look forward to seeing and hearing all your expert advice.
Oh, thank you, Renu. Well, we feel so fortunate to live in Australia for so many reasons, that our country is rich with the most beautiful gemstones. Of course, Australia is the home of the finest pearls in the world, and pearls are the only gemstone that comes from a living organism. So when you think about that, it's pretty amazing, isn't it? But, and then all the other gemstones that we deal with come out of the ground and are cut and polished. But the pearls, all that happens to the pearls when they come out of the ocean is they're swished around in some warm, soapy water, revealed straight away. We have to work a little bit harder with a coloured gemstone to reveal its true beauty, and it's sometimes amazing. And I find it incredible to be able to show people what a beautiful gemstone might have looked like in the rough, and that's where the true skill of extraordinary gem cutters is really revealed, where they can see inside a piece of rough and go, yes, I think that's what can come out of it. So it's like our business, which is generations old. Yes. Many gemstone cutters come from families where gemstone cutting has been, what they have done for generation after generation. I know of some gem cutters in Germany where they are 11th generation. It's a skill that's passed on through generations, and it's almost as though they're born to look inside a piece of rough and see what can come out of it. Not just the beautiful aquamarine.
Lovely.
This is a really amazing aquamarine.
Wow.
Which is, it's 88 carats.
Lovely.
And it's, if you think of what a perfect aquamarine should look like, or could look like, that's really what it could look like. And it's a beautiful shape, and the color, the depth of the color is really quite amazing. It's I guess you would call it the textbook aquamarine. Santa Maria in Brazil was the area where some of the finest aquamarines come from. And this is really reminiscent of a very fine Santa Maria material. So, and what we've done with this is surround it with really gorgeous tapered baguette diamonds and some round diamonds. And then we've hung a gorgeous Australian South Sea round pearl from it. And then it's sitting on a glorious strand of Australian Baroque pearls.
Yes.
So, and that's something so that you can wear it really in such a myriad of ways. You can wear it with the pearls, or you can take the pendant off and wear it on a white gold diamond chain. It's really versatile, and that's something that I feel really passionate about, Renu. That jewelry is versatile, and I think that it's important, and women really value having jewelry that's versatile, that they can wear easily during the day, perhaps with a pair of jeans and a white blouse, or you can dress it up and wear it to a gala at nighttime. And I think that's the perfect jewel.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And Andrew, since Margot has beautifully explained about the essence and the versatility of jewelry crafted by her, let's hear from you about your fascination with the colored gemstone and jewelry.
Well, Renu, I think I've been very lucky throughout my career to be exposed to some of the finest gemstones in the world. Every day I get to see something new that really takes my breath away. So I'm very fortunate in that regard. I can't really put my finger on my favorite gemstone at the moment. It's really what comes across my desk. So I've got to see some incredible amethyst, tourmaline from Mozambique and Brazil, which is just incredible. Emeralds from Colombia, Australian South Sea pearls from Australia. So really from gemstones from all over the world, I've seen some of the finest.
Now we are looking forward to seeing these exclusive gemstones, you know, that both of us would love to show us.
Let's have a look at that gorgeous amethyst bracelet. I think this is just really, I call this Manhattan because I think it's very chic, and I'm a great lover of monotone and then with a pop of color. I think it, and I find, you know, a lot of our collectors are women who have great style of their own. They're really confident of their own style, and could take something like this and really wear it in a very creative way every day. That's a beautiful piece of Mediterranean coral, and all of these amethysts have been especially cut to fit into this beautiful cuff. So it's you know, something like this takes many months to create, and is a very special piece of jewelry indeed.
It certainly is. What inspires you to create these exclusive jewelry pieces? I mean, each one is such a statement piece by itself.
Well, I do find the women who wear my jewelry, Renu, very inspiring. I think that they're incredible women. As I said, they're confident of their own style. They're very creative, and when I go to an event and I see several women wearing my jewelry, it's very heartwarming from the start. But I always marvel at how beautifully they wear their jewelry and how they understand, you know, how it creates their whole look. And I know that when you walk into a room with a beautiful piece of jewelry on, you feel great. And that's really something, walking into a room and knowing that you look good and you feel great. And we've noticed in the last year and a half that people have been acquiring beautiful pieces of jewelry. I think that what's happened in the last year and a half has made us all very aware of family and how important special relationships are, and that a piece of jewelry is a lovely way to celebrate a relationship and a loving relationship and everything that you might have gone through for years, decades, sometimes many, many decades together, if we're lucky. So a piece of jewelry is something that stays in a family, it becomes a family heirloom, it's a family treasure. So for us to be a part of helping people to find a beautiful jewel for a special occasion that becomes a family heirloom is a very privileged thing. Yes.
That's very interesting. And so now let's see, what more do you have that you would love to show us?
Let's show Renu that fabulous amethyst.
Thank you. And also, Margot, as you were showing me that gorgeous aquamarine, your ring caught my attention. Both the rings that you were wearing, they caught my attention. We would love to. We would love to. We would love to even admire those rings that you're wearing.
Sure, but I'm going to show you this amethyst first.
Yes, please.
So look at that.
Yes.
Isn't that incredible?
Yes.
It's
wow.
It's over 120 carats of amethyst, the finest amethyst that you'll ever see.
Yes.
And cut by a master craftsman in Ida Oberstein in southern Germany.
Lovely.
And Paul Otto has become a firm family friend and a very important part of the jewelry that I create. And I think this is funny, Renu. Now, people have a term for these gems around a big stone that I design with, and they call it Margot pavé.
Wow, nice. Interesting.
Yeah. So each one of these gemstones that surround the amethyst are important gemstones in their own regard. There's beautiful peridot, kunzite, tanzanite, beryl, aquamarine, mandarin garnet. They're just, and rubellite. They're really gorgeous. And again, we've finished this off with a beautiful, a really, really gorgeous big Baroque Australian South Sea pearl, and it's hanging from a gorgeous strand of South Sea pearls. Jewellery is all about detail, Renu.
Lovely.
And yes, so we put a beautiful diamond blanket on the pearl.
Nice. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very. And these are such exclusive and rare gemstones that you collect and you source from around the world.
Yes, and that's really, gosh, that's something that I just love doing. When we used to travel to fabulous trade fairs, and I would run to my favorite gem cutters, ones I always knew who had the most fabulous, most interesting things, and I would literally, be very fast there on the first day of a trade fair, so that I could see all the wonders that they had before anybody else. Because there is only one fabulous gem. There's many of these gems, there is nothing else like them in the world, and there never will be. So it's really important when I see something, I always put my name on it very quickly.
Really, that's interesting. So that brings me to my next question. So when you see a particular gemstone, what comes to you first? Is it the design that you have in your mind? Is it the setting? I mean, what inspires you to create a beautiful piece of jewelry after looking at one specific gemstone, that you see at a trade fair, for example?
Almost all the time, Renu, the inspiration comes from the gemstone. And I find when I'm at the pearl farm for the pearl harvest, or if I'm in Basel at the Basel Trade Fair, I will dream about designs all night long. And I keep a notepad next to the bed, because I will just dream about these gemstones that I've been seeing during the day, and I'll quickly, I think creative people, I guess, you get a snapshot of an idea, and I think if you don't capture it, I used to think, I'll remember that in the morning, but you don't. So I always make sure that I draw it, and I wake up in the next morning and I go through these pages of designs, and then refine them. But sometimes I'll have an idea and I'll go shopping for gemstones, or put a call out to our most important gem cutters and say, listen, I'm looking for a beautiful suite of rubellites, or a beautiful suite of tanzanite, or something like that. But most usually the inspiration comes from the gems, and I find that I can have gems in the vault for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and then suddenly something will land on my desk and I'll say, I've got just the right thing for that. And it's a marriage made in heaven, but it just took many years to happen. So one thing that I have discovered is that it's very important to be patient. And when the right gemstone comes along, it comes along, but it's not to be rushed. And that's where putting a suite of gemstones together for a very important necklace, or an important strand of pearls, is an exercise in patience, because if I'm not willing to compromise on quality, and I hope that it shows in the end when the finished piece of jewelry is created. Yes, this pair of earrings came about piece by piece, and they are really beautiful. So these heart-shaped peridots are just really glorious. And then there's tanzanite and rubellite and kunzite, and they're really, it's just a really wondrous pair of earrings.
Yes.
But they,
Yes.
again, versatility is so important, and each piece comes apart,
Wow.
Renu, so you can wear the top heart-shaped peridot just as an earring on its own, or you can hang the kunzite from the peridot,
Lovely.
or you can hang the rubellite from the peridot. So it's you really have about 8 pairs of earrings there, just
Lovely.
in one.
Lovely.
So for all different looks, and
Yes.
you know, this the long pair of earrings with a white t-shirt or a white blouse and a fabulous pair of trousers, even jeans, is such a great look. Or it looks amazing with something really super chic and dressed up to wear to a very important gala. So it's you know, each one of these gems is really very beautiful and beautifully cut and stands alone on its own, but together it's an amazing collection.
Yes, and I absolutely admire how you had a halo of diamonds around each gemstone. That's so beautiful. It's simple, it's elegant, and it's such a conversation starter.
Well, I think coloured stones, they need, diamonds are fabulous and they add the sparkle and it finishes it. And I think without the halo of diamonds in something like this, it's not going to be finished. I couldn't possibly say that it was finished. Yeah. And I think that, you know, the proportion of the earring is really important as well. That it needs to be, you know, the balance and the proportion is really important. He has the creative streak, very artistic, and he has a very good eye for gemstones. And he's just finished at the GIA in California, and of course now knows everything about gemstones.
Yes, so let's hear from you about most exclusive gemstone and what you've absolutely admired designing.
Well, I have I have a very important necklace here that took me 10 years to collect.
Wow.
And it's a suite of Rhubarb Tourmaline from Mozambique. And as you can see, it's just a beautiful, beautiful rainbow of colour.
Yes.
And they're all absolutely perfect gems, Renu. They're all from one mine in Mozambique, and I believe the mine has since closed, so there is no more of this amazing material.
Wonderful.
And as you probably know, the national language of Mozambique is Portuguese, and the word for Portuguese for rainbow is arco-iris. So I've named this piece arco-iris because it really is a rainbow of colour. And I can tell you that I set aside many more gemstones than I used in this necklace because they weren't exactly the right quality. Some of these blues and the greens are just absolutely glorious, and then going through to the mauve and pink and lilac, it's really, and it's versatile. It comes, it breaks into two necklaces so that you can wear it nesting as a short necklace, or you can wear it long. Yeah, this is something that I dare say would be impossible to create again.
Wow. And it took you almost 10 years, you mentioned, to collect and to source these exclusive gemstones.
Yes.
So I think being patient is extremely important. As you very rightly said, there's no need to rush when you find a specific gemstone. See what creativity comes to you and then design around it.
Yes. When I was younger, Renu, I was not patient at all. And fortunately, as I've become older, I've become a little bit more patient, and it pays off because it's it just when you're striving to create a really beautiful, perfect piece of jewelry, then patience is really important.
Absolutely. And Andrew, which is your favorite piece of jewelry that you've loved designing?
Renu, I've been very fortunate to be able to be a part of the design process for a few really special pieces. Putting aside a favorite is really tough.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore this pair of
Yes.
Boulder Opal earrings.
Wow.
Once again, like the earrings before, they detach, so you can wear with 2 opals, 1, 3, and just an incredible carved blue topaz drop at the bottom.
Wow. Yes.
With gemstones set along
Yes.
the border of each of these opals. The opal with the red color, the most prized color for Boulder Opal, just a really special piece of jewellery.
Lovely.
Peridot throughout, diamond,
Yes. Yes.
topaz throughout these earrings. So these currently are my favourite pair, Renu, but it's hard to
Of course.
put aside an all-time favourite.
Right. So tell us that where can our audience who are interested, in having a closer look at your jewelry, how can they contact you or how can they visit your store in Brisbane?
Yes, anybody who's in Brisbane or in Queensland, we would love to see you behind the green door.
Yes.
Which is what our salon is affectionately known as.
Yes.
I didn't create that name. It's just become known as the Green Door, which is great fun. In the US, Margot McKinney jewellery is in Neiman Marcus, in several of Neiman Marcus stores in Houston, Dallas, Atlanta,
Lovely.
Colorado, many, about 14 stores, and of course in Bergdorf Goodman in New York.
Lovely.
So if anybody is in the US or on our website, margotmckinney.com, to do personal appointments, our friends around the world, and we're very happy to do video conferencing. That's a lovely way to have a really personal appointment, and for us to really find exactly the right thing for you.
And Margot, as you were talking, my attention also went to the lovely pair of earrings that you're wearing. And I believe that they have different color gemstones.
Yes. One is a green tourmaline and one is a pink tourmaline, and they're perfectly matching in everything but color. But I love them. When I found these two, because pink and green I just love together. I have so much pink and green at home, and
Nice.
I even have a pair of shoes. I have a pair of green and a pair of pink, and sometimes
Lovely.
I wear one. So
Wow.
I love pink and green, and I think they look really gorgeous together.
Of course, yes, they're absolutely gorgeous. And talk to us about some expert advice that you would love to share with collectors who are looking to build a collection with colored gemstones or with rare gemstone jewelry.
Acquire something you absolutely love. That's so important. Just fall in love with a piece of jewelry and enjoy wearing it, and don't keep things for best. Wear them all the time and love them. And I say to people sometimes say to me, "Oh, I don't think I'd wear it." And I say, "Please put it on, wear it every day." And then it becomes, I know, I just don't feel dressed unless I have my pearls on.
Yes.
And I guess in a way they've become my signature, and they practically put themselves on every morning, Renu.
Wow.
And I never feel dressed without earrings. I have to have earrings on.
Okay, interesting.
And then I have to have my diamonds on. So
okay, so we have everything on. We have pearls, we have gemstones, we have diamonds, we have everything on, and so gracefully.
Thank you. And maybe I should talk about this beautiful diamond.
Yes, please.
So
it's gorgeous.
This is a new baby.
Wow.
It's 31.06 carats, and it's a beautiful yellow diamond. It's just the most glorious, shape and depth, and we've surrounded it with yellow diamonds around the basket, and with tapered baguette diamonds on the side. it's internally flawless, Renu.
Yes, we can see it.
Really, yes, you can see it. Yes, and it's called Galaxy. It's a very special ring, destined for a very special family.
Really gorgeous.
Yeah.
Andrew, is there any piece of jewelry that you always have on you, or you just love designing these pieces of jewelry for all of us?
Renu, I have been wearing this
Nice.
non-stop for
Okay, let's see it.
say
Oh, that's so pretty. Nice.
eternity
Right.
emerald diamond ring band
Mm-hmm.
that I like Margot put on every day and love wearing. So I think, you know, men are starting to enter the world of jewelry and
Yes.
become accustomed to wearing pieces every day. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a really exciting thing for myself, being a young man in the industry. So
Yes.
really exciting things to come.
Pearls
They're
too.
starting to wear pearls as well. So
Oh, okay, interesting.
there's no limit.
Okay, so talking about men wearing pearls, we know that Indian Maharajas are known for wearing pearls and pearls and pearls. So are you creating some men jewelry with pearls?
Yes, Renu, that's definitely something that we've been working on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got some really exciting things to come. Looking
Nice,
forward to
nice.
sharing
We
with
are
everyone.
looking forward for it too. All right, so let's see some more pearls and some more gemstones, some more diamonds. Margot, each of the gemstone that you've selected, they all are of finest quality, right? Like I could see the luster and the fire and the light. The quality is amazing.
Yeah, well, Renu, they're the ones that talk to you. You know,
Nice.
the finest ones
Yes.
just talk to you. And people say to me, you know, Margot, how do you know when a gemstone is really good quality? And
Yes.
you know, apart from being a gemologist and apart from knowing the technical side of what makes a gemstone good, and the fact that we can, you know, we know all of those things, and we know enhancement and everything like that.
Yes.
A gemstone, a good gemstone, just simply talks to you,
Right.
and you know, the right gemstone will find you almost.
Wow.
I think this is such fun. This
Yes.
gorgeous yellow and orange sapphire butterfly with the beautiful moonstone of crystals.
Wow.
And we've put that on this long, gorgeous chain that I call tribal chic, and all the coloured sapphire pieces in it, and then with this gorgeous butterfly. It's such a happy piece of jewelry.
Yes,
Renu.
it is.
Really happy piece of jewelry that that you can wear. You know, you can wear the butterfly on the gold chain, or you can wear it on the pearls or the pearl necklace just on its own. So again, really versatile. And the tassel even comes off if you want to wear the butterfly on its own. But I can't imagine that you would. It looks so pretty with the butterfly.
It does.
Yeah. This is something that is very beautiful as well.
Yes.
This is beautiful. The most glorious coloured spinel, and this is one piece of a suite of spinel that I found a long time ago. It's Burmese spinel, and it's very old, and I had it recut and repolished, and it just revealed this amazing beauty. The colour and spinel is known for its high refractive index. Some people call it the diamond of the coloured stone world.
Yes.
But just look at how that sparkles.
Yes.
And then I've surrounded it with baguette diamonds.
Wonderful.
And it's really glorious.
It is. So you admire around each colored gemstone, you have diamonds, and they absolutely enhance the look of the gemstone that you have, right in the center. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. No, it's really important that it just adds that sparkle. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the beautiful big opal, and this is such a fun ring, and it looks like two rings.
Wow. Yes, it does.
Yes, it's a beautiful Boulder opal from Queensland, and an incredible bi-coloured tourmaline, which you can see. You can see the colours in that tourmaline,
Yes.
and the,
Yes.
the teal blue and the green, and then it turns into deep green. It's just really amazing. But I'll show to you on, and it's really fabulous.
Lovely. It is. Wow.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean, all
fun.
you need to wear is to just wear this ring and you walk into a party and there you have compliments flowing your way. It's
Exactly.
gorgeous.
Yes. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Really gorgeous. This is another gorgeous ring to wear to a party.
Yes.
It's beautiful cabochon emerald surrounded by rose-cut diamonds,
Beautiful.
which is really gorgeous.
Yes.
So we've had a lot of fun designing new pieces in the last few months, and we're looking forward to just bringing joy and colour to people's lives, and to sharing all of our stories. Every piece of jewellery has a story, Renu.
Right.
Every single piece, and it's when people know the story behind a piece of jewellery that and even me, when I know the story behind a piece of jewellery, and I was showing a really beautiful emerald to a lovely couple in the Green Door a couple of months ago, and they said to me, "Margot, you know everything about this emerald." And I said, "Yes, I do. I know everything about this emerald. I know what mine it came from, and who mined it, and who cut it, and that's lovely when you know everything about something. We like to know where things come from now. There's a trend in food. Everybody wants to know where their food comes from, but forever the provenance of fine gems and pieces of jewellery has been a very important part of what we do, and I like to think that here in our stores and in Neiman Marcus and in Bergdorf Goodman, that we're able to tell the story and to share the story with our friends and our clients and our collectors, so that they understand why pieces of jewellery are so important as well. And then pieces come alive.
Absolutely. So talking about story, McKinney has a legacy of almost 136 years. We would love to hear about the brand value and this journey of 136 years, and how has entire jewelry, gemstone, and your designing aspects evolved.
Well, when my great-grandfather and Andrew's great-great-grandfather started the business in 1884, of course, we weren't selling jewellery. It was far more basic things. And actually, my great-grandfather came from Ireland to find gold in northern Queensland, and missed out on finding gold, and was on the train coming back to Brisbane, and got off the train because it stopped for longer than he had anticipated that it might, and he saw that there was a shop in Toowoomba which was vacant. So he immediately, he was really adventurous, and he immediately signed a lease for, he rented the shop for, I don't know, 6 months, I think, and he immediately got back on the train and came to Brisbane and bought some things to put in his shop. So I quite understand that. I feel that I can appreciate that. And then my grandfather started selling jewellery, and always had the finest pearls and the finest diamonds and the finest emeralds and rubies and sapphires.
Nice.
So that's the business that I grew up in. So the table conversation, and jewellery I've always had a great appreciation for. My mother loved beautiful jewellery. My father loved beautiful jewellery, and I have 2 sisters. We all love jewellery,
Nice.
and it's really become my life's passion.
Oh, sweet. That's lovely to know. So, how is the 5th generation of the McKinney taking this legacy ahead? Andrew, that's a question for you.
Yeah, Renu, I think what we strive to achieve every day is to really give the best gemstones and quality jewelry to our customers, but also give them an incredible experience.
Right.
We always want them to leave the green door or wherever we interact with our customers thinking, well, I felt really special. That's really what we value most, and our customers really come first. So we always want to provide the best jewelry and the best experience. So I think, you know, moving forward, that's where I see the 5th generation still striving to achieve.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to make a grand entry inside the green doors and to admire all these exclusive jewelry pieces.
Yes, yes.
So we have a little more time. Would you like to show us some more of your exclusive jewelry pieces?
Yes, we've got just a couple more pieces.
Perfect.
Yes, yes. This is pretty amazing.
Wow.
It's look at it. It's
it's
a blue zircon, and
interesting.
yes, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. Yeah, and this is we've look at that color. It's a Rhubarb Tourmaline, which I've surrounded with cabochon Spinel. Isn't that gorgeous? And again,
gorgeous.
Just that incredible pop that you get from one color.
Yes.
One glorious color. I mean, imagine that with a red dress or a black dress or a white dress. It's just really something, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And this piece here is like lace.
Beautiful.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Wow. And this again has all gemstones in it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Can we also see the backside of this piece? It's so beautiful.
Yes. Yes. You're a true connoisseur, Renu. The back is just as important as the front.
Yes. Thank you.
Really gorgeous.
This is stunning. Yes. And so happy and so lovely, and you know, it just brightens up your day and your mood.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. So it's been a wonderful conversation, Margot. Before we call it a wrap, is there some piece of advice that you would love to share with our audience?
Wear your jewelry often. Acquire the finest that you can. Love what you wear. Love what you have, and wear it. And don't save it for best. Also, I think that jewelry is something that stays in a family and is a celebration of life and a celebration of love. And I think that's very important.
Yes. Andrew, would you love to share something with us?
Yeah, of course. I think, Renu, one thing that I get reminded of very often when we have people coming through our door is you have to be able to trust your jeweler.
Yes.
I think that there's a major trust that you have to have when you're buying jewelry. I think knowing everything about the gemstone is really important when you're acquiring it. So you love it just as much as the jeweler themselves. So I think that's really important.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and we have words of compliment. People have absolutely loved the conversation. They are saying thank you for a lovely conversation. Beautiful and elegant designs. Thank you. Let me see if we have any questions. Fabulous session. And that yellow diamond is just amazing. And thank you for your advice, Margot. That's by Elias. And let me see if we have any questions. Somebody's saying, I was tired of seeing these superb jewels. Thank you, Margot, and thank you, Andrew. So yes, we have words of compliments. So with that, thank you, Margot, and thank you, Andrew. And I look forward to meeting both of you all either in Brisbane, and also look forward that both of you all do make a trip to India very soon. It's been an absolute privilege for me to host you for the 3rd time. Though I haven't met you in person, but I just feel that there's a strong bond that I've had with our McKinney family. So thank you so much for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Renu. We love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great evening. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.